Hello, and welcome back to Savor the Burn. This bonus episode is going to be a little bit different format than most of our other episodes. Not that long ago, my sister and brother-in-law, Faith and Tim, sent us a flight of whiskeys to try, a blind flight. They did not tell us anything about them, other than that they were Kentucky Straight Bourbons finished in honey barrels. As you all have gathered by now, Jonathan is a huge fan of honey. He kind of thinks it's a big deal. Yeah. Anyway, so they sent us a flight of honey finished Kentucky Straight Bourbon whiskeys. We got them on video, and they got to share those along with us. We talked about them. We tried them. It was a great time. And we decided, you know what? This Agent Or whiskey flight that we got them for Christmas is such a great way to travel and share whiskeys with others that we were just going to keep this going. And so we sent them a flight in return. And this time I gave them no category, no hints as to what they were getting. It was just kind of a little bit of everything. And I struggled with that for a little bit. You know, what do I send them? Do I send them something that I know they like? Do I send them something that they cannot get in Knox-Vegas, Tennessee? Or do I send them something that they can get, but I know that they haven't tried? Well, I decided to mix it up, and I couldn't give them a category because it was all over the place. I gave them a sample of a little bit of everything. So I started them off with their first tasting was this amazing bourbon, this straight bourbon from Philman Spirits called the Moonlight Mayhem Extended Cut. Now, Moonlight Mayhem's Extended Cut, not to be confused with just the Moonlight Mayhem, the Extended Cut is their cask strength bottle. So it's a little bit higher proof. It is straight from the cask. But this isn't just their extended cut. This is a store pick, a guild pick, single barrel offering. This is the first store pick from the Kansas City Whiskey Guild of 2024. They partnered with Santa Fe liquor stores and do a handful of store picks every year. And in 2024, this was their first one. And we were super excited to get this in and try it out. And man, we were blown away. This bottle had a lot to offer. Without further ado, let's get into it and let's see what Faith and Tim have to say about it. Let's do it.
Hey!
I'm Tim.
I'm Faith.
And today we are going to savor the sample.
What does that mean?
It means we're going to burn the savor.
No.
We're going to sample the gates.
No. Our friends at Savor the Burn, aka my brother and Jonathan.
W2 Wizard Fingers.
Yeah. And
all the above.
Jazzy Jig.
Joe Nathan.
They sent us some samples and we're gonna savor them.
Yeah.
So here's
First
one. All right. On the nose.
Got a nice color.
It does have a nice color.
It's kind of a golden honey-ish.
Honey, very honey, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of smells like honey.
It smells like liquor.
It does smell like liquor.
I have no idea what they sent us. We don't know
No clue.
Even where to begin on this. So
I don't know if they're bourbons or whiskeys. This actually smells more like a whiskey and not a bourbon.
That said, though, there's the traditional, like, kind of caramely, sugary notes.
Yes.
I mean, I don't get any, like, off flavors or funk or anything.
No, but there is that, like, basement-y kind of on the, like, down here.
There's not, like, I'm not getting, like, a strong fruit or vanilla or something. It's just, like, pretty straightforward for me.
Kind of like a shoe.
No, I'm not getting any of that.
Like,
it smells delicious.
Not leather, but like a rubbery.
No, I don't get rubber.
It does smell good. I mean that in a good way. I don't mean that bad. Okay.
All right, here we go.
On the palate.
On the palate.
To your health.
To your health.
Oh. Well, that's bright.
It tastes like honey.
It does taste like honey. It's bright and kind of refreshing. It's pretty light. Confectionery sugar. Like, it tastes powdery to me. Like,
it's got a thick mouthfeel to it. I don't know that I'd call it oily, but I'd call it thick.
Just a nice viscosity.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Did I use that word right?
Mm-hmm.
I have no guess. This is a pretty low proof, if I were to guess that. There's a nice burn, not all the way into the chest, but in the back of the throat. But it seems like a pretty low proof.
Yeah, first sip of the day. It's delicious.
This is good. This is really good. I have no guesses. And I'm having a hard time like putting something into words, like what I'm getting from the nose. It smells good. Yeah. It is kind of, it's your traditional caramel.
So.
Maybe plummy?
I've never done this before.
Okay.
We're, average drinkers here. But for the sake of content, I'm going to go out on a limb and say I'm going to say a bourbon.
After tasting it, I would say bourbon.
And I'm going to go with 90 proof.
I would say 90 proof as well. I agree.
I'm going to go with...
Oh, you're like guessing. You're going right in.
There's some barrel char on the end there, but there's also honey. I kind of am wondering if it's a finished.
It doesn't taste finished to me.
It doesn't?
No, and it doesn't taste super young either. It tastes maybe... Oh, what? You got something.
Kind of like a caramel popcorn note there.
Oh, let me go back in. Okay. Kettle corn.
Yeah.
Kettle corn.
I would agree. All right.
Okay.
So we're going to open the envelope, find out what this is.
What it is. I'm trying to do a drum, but...
We have...
Oh! Okay.
Excuse me.
Fun!
The Filmland Moonlight Mayhem Extended Cut.
You guys just did a video on this.
Single barrel, cast strength, straight bourbon whiskey. It was the Kansas City Whiskey Guild store pick. And yeah, category was bourbon, so we picked up on that.
No age statement. I'd be curious of what...
Proof was 119, and I was way off on that.
This does not drink that hot.
It doesn't drink that hot at all.
This is smooth and like a really nice summery drink. Like I would drink this outside on the deck right now. So
down here they got the mash bill of 75 corn, 21 rye, 4 malted barley, bottled and uncut at 57.5%.
Wow. I gotta say, I only poured half ounces in here, so we still have 1 ounce left in that little jar back there. And I'm pretty excited about it because this is really good.
This is good. So the only experience that we have with this, with the Filmland series.
Yeah.
The last time we were in Bardstown, we stopped at a liquor store there.
Blind Pig?
Blind Pig? I think it had something to do with a pig. Downtown Bardstown. Amazing shop. The owner was great. We talked with them for a long time. And I had a whole series of these Filmlands there. Yeah. And so he was the one that introduced us to them, told us about the movie posters. And actually, I don't know if you guys referenced it in your episode, but there's a lot of them that they actually created a little short trailer.
Yeah.
So there's like a 30-second to 2-minute trailer that you can find online.
Yeah.
So...
I don't remember the one that we tasted, but I remember we liked it. We didn't pick it up. We didn't buy it because we had bought other things. But thank you so much for sharing this. This is really good. And I'm going to be on the lookout for this Filmland series, I think, going forward. So
great sample.
Great sample.
We're going to savor it.
Thank you. Cheers.
Savor the burn.
Oh, wait. No matter who you are,
what you're drinking,
who you're drinking it with, always remember, keep on burning.
Hey, welcome back. I think they had some fun with that one, and it sounds like it was a winner. I think they enjoyed that one, so I know we did. This Moulin Mayhem extended cut is definitely one to check out. If you've seen the Filmland bottles on the shelves, don't sleep on them. Check them out and give them a try. They have this magnificent straight bourbon whiskey. They also have a straight rye, and then they also have a 9-year aged bourbon. Moving right along. Tasting number 2. So with this one, I wanted to definitely give them something that was very much so Kansas City. And not just any Kansas City, because there are a lot of great whiskeys coming out of Kansas City that have a very wide distribution. Ben Holiday has found its way to Knoxville. I know that Rieger's also has found its way to Knoxville. And it's always exciting when I get a message or a photo from Faith saying, look what we found on our local store shelf. It's always exciting when you see those. But I want to give them something that I knew the chances of them finding it on the shelf was slim to none. And this is one of those. On top of that, this is a very special bottle. This is their first 10-year release rye that they did for their Union Horse. And this bottle was absolutely amazing. We thoroughly enjoyed it. We did a night of ryes that you guys should have seen here not that long ago. And this was one of them. 10-year rye, distilled, aged, bottled right down the street, specifically in Lenexa. It's got great color and just a very, very nice, smooth pour. And I think they like this one, but I'm going to stop talking and let you see for yourself.
Hi, guys. We're back with another Savor the Sample.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. Savor the Sample.
Savor the Sample. So, like the last one, I'm Faith.
I'm Timmessee.
Guys, I don't have a Bourbon Trail name. So, if you could, like, wherever the comments are, what should my Bourbon Trail name be? He's Timmessee.
Yeah.
Chandler is Casey
Kidd. We got Wagon Wheel Wayne.
I don't have a name. I need a name.
We need...
This is unfair.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's not why we're here today. We're here today for sample number 2 from our friends at Savor the Burn. My amazing brother. I have the best brother.
Yeah, I don't have a brother, so he's a pretty great brother-in-law.
He's pretty great.
Yeah.
All right. You ready to nose this bad boy?
But before we do...
It is darker than the last one.
Yeah, so there's a good color on this.
Nice ambery.
Coppery. Dark copper. Good dark color. Yeah,
dark
let's see here.
Wait, first you got to give it a SJ.
Yeah.
A little swirl job.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, hello.
Right.
What is that? It's slightly floral.
Yeah.
Like not rosy, but like a little floral.
I could get on board with that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should have taken a Claritin this morning or something. Like, I feel like my sinuses are clear, but...
You have a bad sniffer anyway.
I do. It's liquor.
I am getting, like, your average, like, it's not as caramely, but it is maybe brown sugary.
Yeah, brown sugar. All right, let's get it on the palate. You ready?
Yes. To your health.
Cheers. Mm-hmm.
Oh. That zings a little. It zigs and zags.
That's a roller coaster of flavors right there.
What is happening? I need to go in for a second one before I put this into words.
It goes up. It goes down. It goes left. It goes right.
Bing, bing. It's like a pinball.
Yeah.
Hold on. What just happened?
What is this?
What am I? Okay, so cinnamon.
There's a little bit of heat to it. I would say that this is a higher proof.
110.
No. So
No?
I was
Higher?
so far off on the last one.
We both were.
In looking at the color,
120.
there's some age on it. It's a barrel strength, right? Like this is 120.
Ooh, wait. Is this the 1792 barrel strength?
Oh, could be.
Full
could be.
proof?
Some of that Barton. Some
Barton.
Kentucky.
I don't know. It's good. It's proofy, but it's smooth.
Yeah.
It's not like crazy hot.
Right.
What do you get? What is that flavor though? It's not like all cinnamon. There's like maybe stone fruity, baking spicy.
It's weird on camera.
I don't know why I'm doing this.
It's weird on camera, but give it the chew. Like, there's a lot of flavors in there, and I'm not good at expressing what those flavors are.
I am going to say bourbon, though.
Yeah, so to go back to how we were doing it, yeah, I think category-wise, bourbon.
It doesn't taste or smell super young either.
No, there's some age on
it. Not super old, but I would say decent amount of age.
There's some proof on it, too. This is drinking like a higher proof. So I'm going 120 and above on this.
Yeah, I would go like, to me, that's like a 115.
Okay. Yeah.
It's proofy, but it's not like Elijah Craig barrel proof. And that's like 120s.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 115 to 120.
Oh, that was chocolatey. I got some chocolate on the back end.
That's really interesting.
A chocolatey finish.
I like it.
Okay. Should we see what it was?
Do it.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, interesting.
Wow.
This is a rye? Is this a low rye? Okay, sorry. Dear
listener, viewer. Dear.
This is Union Horse 10-year, so it does have some age.
Okay.
Straight rye whiskey. So It is not a bourbon. It's a whiskey. It's aged 10 years, and it is from Lenexa, Kansas.
Cool.
So super cool.
Here we go.
125 proof.
Yeah.
So you were right on.
But for 100% rye?
100% rye. It doesn't drink like a spicy rye to me.
It doesn't. So I don't get any of the peppery notes, but also fortunately for me, I'm not getting any of the dill notes.
Not at all.
I'm not a big rye dill fan.
Oh, here we go. So he has on here citrus notes. I didn't really get many citrus notes. Did you?
There was so much going on.
Toffee. I for sure can pick up toffee. Baking spices, chocolate, oak warmth, subtle mint. I didn't get much mint. And a light vanilla. I agree with the vanilla.
I get more mint than vanilla, but it's there as it's going into the finish.
I agree with the toffee, baking spice, and the rich chocolate.
Go back in again for another sip now that you know what it is.
Okay.
On the finish, I'm getting rye, but this is a bourbon drinker's rye. Like this is approachable, I think, for everybody. Yeah. I think like everybody on their bourbon journey, you go all over the map, and at some point you get to the ryes, and we've tried to get into the ryes, and for me, some are better than the others.
Some are better than others. I prefer a low rye or a high rye bourbon.
But for being 100% rye, this is really good.
Really good. Thanks, Savor the Burn. This is delicious.
So Union Horse 10-year straight rye whiskey. Check it out. It's really good.
Check it out. It's delicious.
Oh, dang. You're back again. All right. Yeah, they enjoyed this one. And Tim, you're absolutely right. This is a very approachable, drinkable rye. And a little bit higher dollar because it's a 10-year offering, but well worth it. That 10 years of age really, really give it a nice, easy, smooth drink. So moving on to our third bottle. Put this one away back in its fancy box. And like I mentioned before, wanted to give them something that was uniquely Kansas City. Here recently, Jay Rieger and Company put out a limited release offering the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum collaboration called the Negro Leagues Fielder's Choice Collection. This collection included 4 bottles, and one of them is this KC Monarchs. This is their their original Kansas City whiskey style whiskey, which comprises of a blend of straight bourbon, straight rye, and a light corn whiskey. And then it's blended with a 2% Oloroso sherry, and that's what gives it that Kansas City style whiskey flavor to it. This particular one is a little bit more unique. They started with their original KC whiskey, and they aged it a little longer in the KC Beer Co. barrels. So, which is an interesting process. I got an opportunity to talk with one of the distillers at Riggers recently, and he was telling me that they give KC Beer Co. barrels to start with. KC Beer Co. puts their beer inside their barrels, and they age their beer in Riggers barrels. And then for this one, after they finished aging their beer, they gave the barrel back to Riggers, and Riggers put their KC whiskey back into that barrel for a finishing age on there. So that extra aging and that beer flavor that would have gotten picked up inside the barrel really, really comes across as a nice, malty, rich, yet very nice, smooth, drinkable whiskey. And so I felt out of the four out of that collection, this was the one that I thought was the standout, the one that really shined. So I decided to give this one as our sample 3 to Faith and Tim. And let's find out what they think.
Oh, is this thing on?
Yeah. Always hit record.
Are we back?
Yeah, let's go for it.
We're back with another sample.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
All right. Again.
Nice coppery.
Holding it up to the light.
Coppery,
getting
ambery.
Look at the color there. I like how it looks, yeah.
Yeah.
Good copper.
Give it a little SJ.
The old SJ.
All right. On the nose?
On the nose.
Ooh. What do you smell?
I'm getting like a cherry cordial on this one. Yeah. This is the first one that's jumping out with some fruit on the nose to me. Yeah.
It is fruity. I'll join you with cherry.
Cherry?
Yes.
Okay.
But also some like typical caramel vanilla. I mean, it smells like bourbon.
Yeah.
Watch it not be bourbon, because I wasn't right on the last one, so...
Yeah, like
I don't know what I'm
as
doing
far
now.
as a category of spirits goes, though, I mean, it's going to be more that than it's going to be...
it doesn't smell like a rye.
Or a gin.
Or a rum.
Or a tequila. So, I think we're on the right path here.
It's a whiskey of some kind.
Yes. It's probably been aged in oak barrels.
For sure. I smell oaky, tanniny.
Yeah. All right.
On the palate.
On the palate.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To your health.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's really nice. Caramely. Kind of creme brulee.
I'm going to stick with the cherry. There's a chocolate cherry.
Oh, so I get chocolatey, but I get more like caramely. Like I can taste the caramely top on a creme brulee. Like a burnt sugar. Lightly toasted sugar.
So if you were making a dessert, it's not a cherry pie, for sure.
No, this is kind of, this is like the Basque cheesecake you make.
The Basque cheesecake.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit of the caramelized sugars on the top there.
This is delightful.
It is. All right.
It seems low proof to me, but we were wrong in the last two, so I don't know. This seems like it's 94.
That's delicious.
That's really good. What do you get on like, I guess we just said, like creme brulee. It's kind of creamy to me. Do you get
a little
creaminess?
bit. Yeah. I'm sticking with the chocolate covered cherry. Yeah.
I'm not pulling cherry, but I love that you are.
Yeah. I guess we should open
Let's see what it is.
Find out what we're drinking.
It's delicious.
Hopefully it's not the last thing we ever drink ever. Blah!
Whoa.
No, sorry.
Don't die.
Okay.
Are they poison? Savor the Burn's trying to poison us. No, kidding.
Oh,
yay!
Kansas City Monarchs. This is Kansas City whiskey finished in KC Beer Company barrels.
Nice.
So categories American whiskey. It's from Kansas City. Distilleries J. Rieger. Alcohol 94 proof.
But this one, so this is interesting because...
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, so Rieger's did was it the Negro League?
It is, yes.
Baseball teams, and there's 4 different ones. There's Chicago. What are the different ones here?
We got Kansas City Monarchs, Chicago American Giants, St. Louis Stars, representing the Lou, and the Homestead Grays.
So what we're drinking here is the Kansas City Monarchs, and this is really tasty. Are there any? So it's 94 proof. I nailed it, y'all. Nailed it. Are there any tasting notes or anything listed here?
Let's see.
But this is really tasty. Thanks, guys. I was kind of hoping that one of these samples would be one of those because I know, Wayne, you were really excited to get this set. Yeah. And this is really good. And now that it's lingering, like the finish is so tasty and it's very chocolatey, creamy, sweet, desserty. It's a nice dessert finish.
I would be interested to know what type of beer barrels they were using. Like what did the what kind of beer were they aging here?
Yeah, I would be interested to know that too, because that may have a lot of influence of what we're tasting here. I mean, it should, but delicious. Thanks, guys. Well, we're going to savor this burn and we're going to keep on burning to the next one. So you guys should do the same thing. So we still have questions.
All right, coming at you live from Knox-Vegas with part 2 of the Kansas City Monarchs, Kansas City whiskey finished in the KC Beer Company barrels.
Yeah.
I have questions about these beer barrels. So
this is a really interesting one.
Yeah.
Like, we're still talking about it. It's still lingering. The finish is amazing.
It is. I'm wondering, like, what were those barrels used for first? Were they first used for beer? Or were they used for something else? Were they used for a whiskey of some sort? And then beer was placed in it. And then after the beer was drained, they went back in with another whiskey.
I'd be curious of that too.
I'm also curious, like the little bit I know about KC whiskey is that there's normally some sherry component to it.
Ooh.
So I'm just wondering, like, what is in here and what's giving it the flavor?
Yeah. This is unlike any KC whiskey we've had.
It's very delicious.
It's so good. Not that the other KC whiskeys haven't been good. This is just different, unique.
It's sweet.
It is sweet. But it's creamy and chocolatey, and
the tasting notes said that there was some potentially some maltiness from the beer barrels.
I'm not getting much of
and
that malt.
I don't know that I get the malt.
No.
And I love a malty beer.
Me too.
But yeah, I'm curious how the beer barrels were used for this. Did they age the whiskey, age the beer?
We need more information.
Bada bing, bada boom. You know, like what's how's it work?
I do have to say, if these are still available in your area, if you're outside of Kansas City, chances are you're shit out of luck. But if you are, man, get these, because this 1 out of 4 is delicious, and I imagine the other 3 are equally as good.
I would put it in the dessert category.
For sure. 100%.
It's sweet.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Mwah.
Easy sipping.
Chef's kiss.
Great way to finish the evening.
Yeah.
So thanks again.
Hey, but the evening is still young.
Right.
Okay, we're back again. We weren't quite done.
It's Saturday night.
It's Saturday.
All right. We got the Riegers out, and I was reading the label on the back. Straight bourbon, straight rye, light corn whiskey, trace amount of 15-year Oloroso Especial sherry, 92 proof. So it's got to be this blend going into the beer barrels.
I would assume so. I don't know.
I mean, it's a very close nose, right?
It is yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But yet...
It's this with a more depth of flavor.
Yeah.
It's an improvement upon this. This is good.
I kind of forgot how good this is.
Casey Monarch upped it a little bit.
Casey Monarch, it's the tits, man. Like, wowie.
There we go. Thanks.
Yeah, I gotta say, this Casey Monarchs from J. Rieger and Company is definitely quickly becoming one of my favorite offerings that they have. I really hope this sticks around a little bit. I know that the 4-pack collection was a limited release and they are sold out. I was fortunate enough to notice the promo that they put out as a pre-order, and so I pre-ordered mine, and I believe the day that I went down and picked it up, there was only 50 total still left that had not already been pre-ordered. So they went rather quickly, and I'm very glad that I was able to get this. I believe this particular one, they sell by itself. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure I saw that it was available. And if so, dude, what are you doing? Put down your phone, get to the store, get it, pick it up now. It's that good. It's really, really good and unique. And yeah, great offering. So, but last but certainly not least, this is one that it's not KC by any means. It's more so in Faith and Tim's neck of the woods. And I think that they have seen it around. I actually have seen it a lot more regularly lately. To my surprise, the store down the street had several cases just sitting out. Big sign on it, and it by no means was on sale or anything. It's a $145 bottle, so it's definitely not a daily drinker by any means. But I know that Faith and Tim are also, along with myself, big Woodford Reserve fans. And when I got the chance to get this bottle, which I got it early on when it first hit Kansas City, friends up at Ryman hooked me up with this bottle. It was one that had come in quite early on in the season, and so I snatched it up. This is the Woodford Reserve Masters Collection Batch Proof 2024 offering. Comes in 121.2 proof, and it is absolutely delicious. And so anyway, I got the opportunity to snag myself a bottle, and I thought, you know what? They're going to enjoy this. So I poured them up a sampler bottle. What's cool about the Aged in Ore Whiskey Flight case is a cool zip-up travel case that's padded. It's got a velveteen inside to it, and it has 4 glass bottles that are 3 ounces each, and then wrapped with a silicone kind of a condom, for lack of a better term, and a nice good seal screw off lid on there. So it allows you to travel with 3 ounces times 4, so 12 ounces of your favorite whiskeys. And so I was able to put a good 3 ounces of this along with these other 3 bottles into the flight and send them on their way. And so let's get into it. Tasting 4.
And we're back. I'm Faith.
I'm Tim, aka Timmessee.
I still don't have a trail name.
Or an AKA.
Or an AKA.
We'll just call you Big Money for now.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So here we are again with Savor the Sample.
We are savoring
Is that
the
what we're
sample.
calling this series?
Yeah, Savor
right.
the Burn sent us some samples, and we're on number 4.
It's very sweet of them.
It's so sweet of them.
Yes. We love
Savor the Burn.
Savor the Burn.
Not only because it's my brother and Joe Nathan, but because they're awesome.
Yeah.
And you guys should love them too. smash that like button and
subscribe.
Ring the bell.
Leave a comment.
Yeah.
Give Faith a trail name for the bourbon trail.
Please give me a fucking trail name. Jesus.
All right.
Okay. Anyway.
So
that's not why we're here.
We're here.
We're here to savor some samples.
Yes. All right.
Let's do this.
All right.
Okay. Number 4. I'm sad. I don't want this to end.
All right.
Oh, caramel.
So we switched it up to these other style of glasses.
Yeah.
What's this shape called?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
It's cool.
It's not the traditional Glencairn. Great glass though. Very sturdy. Nice color here. It's
this
pretty
smells
pretty
good.
dark.
Like
yeah.
rich caramel.
Yeah.
I'm not getting a lot of ethanol. Like this is really great nose, good flavor.
Do you have a preference for your left nostril versus your right nostril? Like,
you know, I might be left prominent. I'm not sure, but I'm right-handed. So how does that work?
I don't know. Does one side go to one part of the brain and the other goes to
the drive-by? Ooh, that was kind of nice.
This definitely isn't one that you're going to knock yourself out with if you stick your whole nose in the thing.
No, it doesn't smell very proofy.
But it does smell delicious.
It does smell delicious. Yeah. All I'm getting is caramel. Do you get anything else on the nose than caramel? Chocolate, caramel.
Caramel, but maybe a little powdered sugar, confectioner's sugar.
Light, just a vanilla.
Jonathan, we were watching the episode and you were talking about the powdered sugar. And brief sidebar, my experience with powdered sugar wasn't great as a child. I was, left home alone as a lot of Gen X kids were and decided to make some Kool-Aid. And powdered sugar is what I had on hand. Let me tell you what, putting powdered sugar with that packet of grape Kool-Aid into water and mixing it up did not work out well at all. So I had a long standoff with powdered sugar before I
have a
fell back into the fold.
This is going to taste better than
without a doubt.
Kool-Aid with powdered sugar.
Without a doubt. All right.
Should we get on the palate?
Yeah.
Okay.
To your health.
To your health. Oh, nice.
Oh.
Okay.
There we go.
The caramel kind of follows through, but there's also that essence of cinnamon and baking spice.
Mm-hmm.
Rich vanilla. Like I'm getting more vanilla.
I tell you what really helped this is the higher proof. And I don't know what we're drinking here, but this has got to be...
100?
Oh, it's over that.
You think it's over that?
Yeah. 115, 120.
Okay.
That's where I'm going. I'm not a hydrometer.
No, I've only got it right once.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see.
I
feel like it's a bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this is a rye.
I don't think so either. I don't get any traditional rye notes from it.
But we didn't with that other one either. But for sure, like, there might be a slight mintiness on the nose. Now that I'm like, what do you think? Do you have any sort of minty on the nose?
A little maple syrupy, maybe.
Oh, I could.
Caramel for sure. Wood for sure.
Raspberry?
But I think now that you say that, I tasted a raspberry. I didn't get any snozzberries, but I got raspberries.
Raspberries taste like raspberries, but snozzberries taste like snozzberries.
It's got some proof.
It does have some proof.
But it drinks very well. I'm
curious of what this is.
It's
I enjoy it. I have to say, all of these samples have been amazing.
Yeah.
Like 4 out of 4, knocking it out of the park. They're all hitters and not shitters. Is that what you say?
That's what we say. Tonight we're all drinking hitters, no shitters. All right. Let's open it up.
Amazing.
Find out what we're drinking.
Number 4. All right, what is it? Oh dear. Yeah. My brother loves me so fucking much. Okay.
Tell the people what we got.
Listen. If you are lucky enough to get your hands on a Woodford Reserve Master Collection batch proof. Okay, this is the 2024 batch proof Woodford Reserve Masters Collection. And let me tell you what, this is fucking amazing. This is delicious.
It is very delicious.
Wow. It comes in at 121.2 proof. They recently just did a video on this, so if you haven't watched it, please go back and watch it. It was during Derby week, and holy shit, this is good.
This is delicious.
This is so good. Okay. So what else do we have here? It is a Kentucky Straight Bourbon. It is aged 4 to 6 years, but man, that tastes older. I would say 10.
You know, I don't get too much bitterness, tannic, oak, drying. Like it stays. For me, it stays thick and sweet. That's where I kind of was going with the maple syrup, was the thickness and the sweetness.
Thick and sweet,
I'm not getting
that finish is that lingering finish is.
It's a great lingering finish, but I'm not getting tannic bitter wood. So I think 4 to 6 is probably right on.
I have to say this is a very generous sample that they have sent us.
It's great.
Those bottles aren't very big to begin with, and they are not cheap. And for them to send us 2 ounces, thank you so much. I feel so honored and loved. So again, this is from Woodford Reserve in Kentucky, and we visited there, and it's a beautiful place. The distillery is incredible. The drive up to it's incredible too. The horse farms and the paddocks and whatever else. This is by far the best Woodford I've tasted. Mm-hmm. I mean, the Woodford Double Oaked is amazing, but this is great. Wow. And just, you know, wow. We saw this bottle today, actually. We did see this bottle today. We were making a stop on the way home from dinner tonight, and we're a little too cheap though, and we didn't buy it. The store had it in the glass case, and I think same one. I think they were asking $159. It was I don't know that is unreasonable. Yeah, I'm not sure what the MSRP is, but it was the 121.2 proof. I had asked Faith if this was the same batch that you guys had, because I couldn't remember, but yeah, it was $159. Interestingly enough, the liquor store that we'd stopped in, we'd never been there before. Right next door is a beer market that we used to go hang out at a lot. But the liquor store, the owner of the store was really neat guy. Chatty. He has moved on from bourbon to rum, and he's huge into the tiki scene. So he showed us videos of his tiki bar at home. We're still on the bourbon journey. We haven't quite switched over to the tiki bar yet here, but great sample. This was a great sample, and this might convince me to pull the plug and spend the extra dollars, because I think it's worth the money. This is delicious and a very generous share. So, all right. Thank you so much, Savor the Burn. This was so much fun, and I can't wait till the next one. Wow. Until then, no matter who you are, what you're drinking, who you're drinking with, always remember, keep on burning.
Man, this is so good. I'm such a fan of Woodford Reserve, and this batch proof is nothing short of amazing. It's drinks so good, and like I said before, if you have a chance to pick it up and you don't mind paying a little extra, it's worth it. It's a really good bottle. So in conclusion, I am extremely excited that Faith and Tim enjoyed these 4 selections as much as they did, and I'm looking forward to keep this going and try some new things. In closing, I'm glad Faith and Tim enjoyed their samples, and I can't wait to do this again and share some more with you, and more from Faith and Tim. They're excited, and they're having a lot of fun with this. So no matter who you are, where you are, what you're doing, or what you're drinking, always remember, keep on burning.